Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. Very interesting indeed. And it is about relational query language. Round of applause. Woo! Okay, what is a relational query language? What is a query language? A query language is a language in which a user requests information from the database. These languages are usually on a level higher than that of a standard programming language. Query language can be categorized as imperative, functional, or declarative. In an imperative query languages, the user instructs the system to perform a specific sequence of operation on the database to compute the desired result. Such languages usually have a notion of state in the variables, which are updated in the course of the computation. In a functional query language, the computation is expressed as the evaluation of function that may operate on the data in the database or on the result of other functions. Functions are side effect free, and they do not update the program state. In a declarative query language, the user describes the desired information without giving a specific sequence of steps or function calls for obtaining that information. The desired information is typically described using some form of mathematical logic. It is the job of the database system to figure out how to obtain this desired information. Well, you might be asking, wow, how many pure query languages is there? Let's dive in. There are 4 pure query language, as far as I found in the internet. The first one is the relational algebra. The second one is the tuple relational calculus. The third one is domain relational calculus. And the fourth one is SQL query language. These query languages are blunt and formal, but they illustrate the fundamental techniques for extracting data from the database. Query languages used in practice, such as the SQL query language, include elements of the imperative, functional, and declarative approach. Most relational query languages are relationally complete, but have more expressive power than relational algebra or relational calculus because of additional operation such as aggregate functions, groupings, and ordering. As we mentioned in the introduction, the relational calculus is important for 2 reasons. First, it has a firm basis in mathematical logic, and second, the standard query language SQL for RDBMS has its basic foundation in the tuple relational calculus. Let's get into detail in procedural query languages. Relational algebra, for one, could be defined as the set of operation on relations. The relational algebra is written as a sequence of instructions. User has to specify what to do and also how to do, step by step. These instructions are executed in the sequential order. These instructions are written to solve specific problems. There are a few operators that are used in relational algebra. The first one is select, or sigma. They return rows of the input relation that satisfy the provided predicate. It is unary operator, means it requires only one operand. Second one, projection, or pi. Show the list of those attributes which we desire to appear, and the rest other attributes are eliminated from the table. It separates the table vertically. Number 3, set difference, or minus. It returns the difference between 2 relations. If we have 2 relations R and S, then R minus S will return all the tuples row, which are in relation R but not in relation S. It is binary operator. Number 4, Cartesian product. Combine every tuple or row of one table with every tuple in a table, also referred as cross product. It is a binary operator. Number 5, union. Union outputs the union of tuples from both of the relation. Duplicate tuples are eliminated automatically. It is a binary operator, which means it requires 2 operands. Now we're going to go ahead and introduce non-procedural language. In non-procedural language, user outlines the desired information without giving a specific procedure or without telling the step-by-step process for attaining the information. It only gives a single query on one or more tables to get. The user tells what it is to be retrieved from the database, but does not tell how to accomplish it. Relational calculus is a non-procedural language. Relational calculus also exists in 2 forms. That is, tuple relational calculus, or TRC, is a non-procedural query language. It is used for selecting the tuples that satisfy the given condition or predicate. The result of the relation can have one or more tuples, or row. Number 2 is the domain relational calculus. Domain relational calculus is a non-procedural query language. The records are filtered based on the domains, DRC used in the list of attributes to be selected from relational based on the condition. That is everything we have for today. Here is our list of reference. I use 3 books and 1 website, which you guys can also find in Google as a PDF file. Thank you for listening. This is me, Juan Christian, signing out. Thank you very much.